Pierre Gasly's time at Red Bull was short, with him being given just 12 races to prove his mettle before he was demoted to AlphaTauri in 2019. However, Gasly ended the year strongly by getting on the podium in the penultimate race in Brazil. 2020 was even better as Gasly went on to win an F1 race for the first time. He has now stated that he has progressed enough to stand a chance against Red Bull's current driver and his teammate at the time of his demotion, Max Verstappen, while speaking to Auto Motor Und Sport. I'm your host, Dillon Shelley, and first up on Formula World, Gasly claims he could have a chance against Max in the same car. Gasly started off by speaking about his maiden win in Monza this year. That was my highlight of the season, my greatest achievement so far in Formula 1. Nobody expected that. That's why the team and I liked this win even better. It changed my life, professionally and personally. All of a sudden, I was in the public spotlight. A lot more people are following me now. It was a big deal for France because we haven't had a race winner in more than 20 years, but there was also a lot of attention worldwide. He then spoke about the trophy he received for his victory. I got the original. It's in my living room. Every morning when I have coffee at home, I can see the trophy. This is a good source of motivation. Gasly was then asked about the differences between Red Bull and AlphaTauri. There are differences, but I don't want to go into details. At the end of the day, there are minor differences. Everyone in the team has their own responsibility, which they contribute to the team's performance. Red Bull is doing a good job with Max. AlphaTauri and I do that too. Gasly then elaborated on how he has improved since his time at Red Bull. A lot. Back then, I was in my second year in Formula 1. Now I'm doing much better. Objectively speaking, I'm a better driver, more constant with more experience. I expect to be even better in 2021 and again the following year. He was then asked if he could do better against Max Verstappen now. He replied by saying, "I think I would have my chance in the same car, but it's a lot more complicated than that. I know my skills. If I have the right car like this year, I can do really well. I showed that also last year, for example with the podium and consistent points results." Gasly signed off by confirming his approach for the future. "I'll keep going full throttle so that I get my chance, because my goal in Formula 1 is to become world champion. That's what I work for." Fast feed. 2020 world champion Lewis Hamilton thinks that it's been an empowering year in freeing himself and being open to speak, and hopefully he can encourage other people to do the same. Former F1 driver Nelson Piquet Jr. feels that Max Verstappen is a young driver who doesn't always have the ideal attitude towards the cameras. He further feels that Max doesn't really care about that. All he wants to do is win and be in a good car. Max Verstappen meanwhile confirmed that he gets along really well with Helmut. He is always very honest and open. He is a bit like a second father to him. He also added that even though he has a lot of time, he hopes that they already have a chance for the title next year. AlphaTauri's Yuki Tsunoda has revealed that when the contract was signed with the team, he was sweating. He also remembers saying that he was sweating because he had to do his best to keep the pen still while he was signing. He further feels that Helmut Marko especially appreciated the 4 races he won from pole in F2, while adding that Marko also looks at how you handle the tyres and your overtaking technique. Ferrari will set up a hub for Haas at Maranello. However, Ferrari team principal Mattia Binotto confirmed that Haas people will be working in a separate building and will not have access to the Scuderia Ferrari building. He further clarified that Haas will remain their customers. Haas team principal Gunther Steiner feels that his driver Pietro Fittipaldi did a good job while standing in for the injured Romain Grosjean during the final 2 races of 2020. Would Gasly now stand a chance against Max Verstappen in the same car? Head over to my community page to vote in the poll and let me know what you think in the comments. And if you like this video, feel free to subscribe and check out my others for all the latest in the world of Formula 1.